Hello engineers, welcome to Civil Nirman. In today's generation, engineers are facing lot of difficulties regarding their career choose path, which particular field they have to go, especially in civil engineering, because in civil engineering we have a wide range of fields like transportation, geotechnical, construction management. So they are get confused that after graduation which particular field they can choose based on their interests, and so that they can lead to a good career profile. Now they get so many confusions because see, those who scores high and get placements, they get a well paid job. But what about the average students, or what about the average one, those who are unable to get placements? So they are confused that how can they can improve their skills in order to get a well paid job. So in order to overcome all those confusions, we are starting one initiative where we will bring all the experts engineers from various categories of field, and we will share their journey with you all, so that you will get some idea about different categories of field and you can share your confusion with us, so we will try to resolve it. So starting and beginning with our first ever podcast with Kunjal Patel. So she is a graduate engineer and she is a gold medalist during her career. Also, she has made her way to a biggest tunnel project which is going on in our India. So we will share her journey, how she has led to such a huge position after the career journey. So I welcome Kunjal in the podcast to Civil Nirman. Good morning.
Thanks. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting and giving me this opportunity. Hello, everyone. I'm Kunjal Patel. I'm basically from the city of Gujarat state, and I have done my bachelor's in civil engineering from Dhamsi Desai University, India. And after that, I have done my post-graduation in the field of advanced construction management from NICMAR, Pune, that is National Institute for specifically for construction management. After that, I got from Nipar only, I got the campus placement in India's one of the biggest construction firm, that is L&T Construction. That's also my dream company. And today I'm working as civil engineer in building and planning department in Rishikesh to Karanprayag railway tunnel project in the state of Uttarakhand.
Okay, that's a great journey, Kunjal. Now I would like to start with your beginning part. That have you thought that in the initial stage only you have to opt for the civil engineering field, or there are some few other thoughts that you are especially incorporate involved in the construction management field? So what are your thoughts after the, what we can say, after 12th? People are getting confused once they start engineering part. They are confused that in which
Yes,
particular field they will opt, right? So
yes,
what are your thoughts at the beginning? You can share with us.
okay. Okay, so I'm telling the my part. Like when I was as child and when I was in school, and whenever I see some bridges or some tunnels or some tallest statue, I was just imagining and wondering how this. It's I was just can't believe that it's a man-made structure, and we can build this huge structure. So I was just trying to get to know that how they have constructed this huge mega projects, and and I wanted to be the part of this mega project. So that's how I have decided to go for civil engineering field, and I want to become one of the civil engineer and to be part of this mega project. Then during my BTech only, I have attended some business and startup events. So, so I had interest in managerial parts also, rather than to be pure technical. I wanted to study some managerial parts also. So I went for construction management and and applied for the post graduation in India's one of the best institute for construction management, that is National Institute of Construction Management and Research. Okay? And that's how I got the admission there, and I have done my post-graduation from this institute. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Great, great. Now, have you performed any internship after the B part or the master's part?
Yes. So in NIPA, we have the summer internship of 2 to 3 months between first year and second year, and this its procedure is also similar like placement. We had aptitude test, and we need to apply for the GDN interviews. And then I got my summer internship in Gujarat's one of the firm that was Infra Projects LLP in Gandhinagar. So basically, it's a very small firm. It's a consultancy firm actually, and it was started in the year of 2016. But the best part was that I was directly in the contact with director of this of that company. So he taught me on how to prepare a detailed design report, how to design the water distribution network of some villages, and there I get to learn so many things. And I have designed entire water distribution network of 3 villages of Gujarat state using branch and Office 365 software there. So it was a very great opportunity for me, and I learned a lot from that internship only.
Okay. Now, first, I want to highlight that how you have made your journey to NICMARC, and if you could suggest a few similar college, right? What will be the what was the admission procedure in that particular NICMARC or the similar college that you are opting? You can suggest few colleges as well. Those who are interested in the project management field, especially. So you can suggest few college and what was your admission process to NICMARC?
Okay. Okay. So from the day when I have decided that I want to go in the field of construction management, I have started searching like which are the best institute for construction management in India, like everyone does, right? So from there, I get to know that there are so many institute like NIGMA, then RICS, that is Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. It's in Maharashtra only. Then another one is if you these two are private institutes, right? If you go for semi-government to government, or in fact IITs, and IIT Delhi, IIT Mumbai, and IIT Madras as well are very good for doing your masters in construction management. Also, there is another one set that is Center of Environment Planning and Technology in the Ahmedabad, Gujarat. It's also famous for doing your masters in construction management or architecture planning or building construction management. Yeah. And when I was in the last year of my BTech, NICMAR float their admission and start their applications in the month of mid-December. Application remains open from mid-December to mid-January, and we have to apply online through the website. And then they'll call for the aptitude test. So in the aptitude, it was written MCQ part totally, to the total 300 MCQs, and the test was divided into 4 parts, like general aptitude, quantitative aptitude, verbal reasoning, and logical reasoning. Then the last part was technical. It was totally from the field of civil engineering only. Civil engineering only. So if you have done your BTech in that field, you'll be very able to to attend and to get very good marks in that part. Then after the substitute test from they'll ask for the interview part. So interview is also in the 2 parts. Like first one was general, like they want to see our confidence, and how I have studied and where I have done my internship, like etc. And second part was purely technical. They want to check my technical knowledge and soft skills and communication skills. So in the interview part, it's very like it's very important to have the enough technical knowledge as well as very good communication skills. And one of the most important thing is confidence. So from that, they'll decide the total score, and then you'll get the result within a week only, that you have got this in this field and in this campus. So from that, I got admission in the field of advanced construction management in the Pune campus itself. Yes.
Means this particular college have any other branches apart from Pune?
Yeah, so there were four campuses. NIPA has four campuses, and one is the main center is in Pune, then Hyderabad, then Delhi, and Goa. There are four. And recently, in May 2022, this NIPA Institute is converted into NIPA University, and they have merged all four campus, and there are only two campus right now. The one is in Pune and one is in Hyderabad.
Okay, so for the examination purpose, you have to visit the college, and there only you have to appear for all the categories of examination, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There will be 4 to 5 centers all around the India. So you can go to your nearby places, like they have. I had mine in Mumbai. Another was on Pune. Another one was in Hyderabad and Delhi. Extra.
Okay,
Four
and
centers.
okay, one more thing I want to highlight, that what was the duration for your examination? Whether it will be conducted in 2 or 3 days part, or it will be on a single day?
Um, they had actually asked us to stay there for 2 days, but mine was completed in day one only. Like it will start in the morning, and you'll have this aptitude test for 3 years. Then the second half, they'll invite and they are asked to come for the interview part. And if there's many students, and then only some students got the interview on the second day. But mine was completed in the first day itself. So,
Great, great, great. And then after, once you have enrolled for the NICMARC, how was your journey to the college? What was your learning at the college during that 2 years of the masters? I guess it was 2 years of the masters over there, right? So how was your experience at
yes,
NICMARC?
yes, yes. It was 2 years. Okay, so it was the NICMAR is a very professional kind of institute, I can say. So every day, there will be definitely there will be at least a one company who is coming and visiting the campus for the interview, because they have two batches, right? Senior batch and junior batch. So that junior batch internship and senior batch placement going on simultaneously. So, and every year around 100 to 150 comes to NICMA Pune campus and recruit the students. And NICMA has also its very good placement record of 95 to 100% from last 5 to 6 years. So it was very professional kind of things. Faculties were also very good, very experienced, and all are doing research in the fields. So it was a very great learning and experience of mine from them. So I was in directly in touch with them, and got very good knowledge, and my software skills, my communication skills, my technical skills also enhanced. And this 2 years in Litmar was just life changing for me. It made me more confident. It made me more enhance my technical knowledge, and it had made me very professional, and how to it prepared, like how to be in the organization from campus to corporate, how the life will be there. So it was very great there.
Okay, now one more thing I want to highlight, that regarding the software skills that you told about. Now, can you mention few softwares that you have learned during your journey, and you would suggest other engineers as well, those who are doing the in the field of construction management, that which type of software they should learn, and if you have the resources, Another thing I want to highlight, yeah, just go ahead with the software part, then we will discuss further.
Okay, so if you go for a planning and scheduling part, we are using normally Excel as well as Microsoft Project, that is MSP, and Primavera P6, that's from Oracle. Then for the risk management, we have this risk management tool. Then SPSS for statistical programming and scheduling. Yeah, these are some main major software parts that I have learned during my post-graduation.
Okay. And in the final year, do you have internships at the college? What was the schedule for that particular?
In final year, it was no, there was no any internship kind of thing. We had the internship in middle of the first year and second year. We had this 2 months internship that I told earlier in the infra projects. And then from the first day itself of the second year, placement process gets started, and then I get placement in an construction.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, after the college completion, what was your process regarding the placement journey? And one more thing I want to highlight is, if you can share a few resources that you are utilizing to develop your skills, that you can highlight. So I want you to go first with the your preparation regarding the interview. What are the sources you used, and
Okay.
how you have prepared for the interviews for the various campus placement at the college.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So in the if you can take any company, any colleges, any field, there will be majorly three stages only. It's generalized. That first one will be aptitude test. It may be some or more percentage of technical and general aptitude. Then second one is group discussion. Obviously, group discussion is mandatory. Some are conducting group discussion. Some are directly going for the interviews directly, one-on-one interviews. And the last part will be obviously interview. Interview, and also they are conducting interview in 2 to 3 rounds. So for the aptitude, I have see this. If you talk about the resources, for the general quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, I have prepared from the book of R.S. Agarwal, Quantitative Aptitude by R.S. Agarwal. And for logical, it's another book for logical and verbal reasoning also. It was by R.S. Agarwal, same author. So this book, this two books for Gita for all of us or for all of Nigmarians, and many students for CAT and GMAT also, they are preparing the aptitude from the same book. So you can also practice from the website like India Bricks or Bricks, aptitude.test, etc. Those websites are very good for you to practice, because practice makes man perfect, right? Just to study, you have to apply, like if you know how to solve all the MCQs, but it's at the time it's very important to complete it in the time. So duration is the main part. Like you're in the 1 hour, we have to solve 60 to 70 MCQs. So for that you need to practice. So practice was very important. Then the group discussion part, yeah, you should be aware of current affairs that's happening all around the world. For that, you can be aware, like from by reading the newspapers and magazines and some bulletin of economic advisors, etc. Then for the interview part, I would suggest you to do some practice and do some one-on-one conversation with your friends or, yeah, or colleagues. It would be more beneficial to you, because there is no there is nothing that you can study for interview, because in the interview part they'll check only your communication skills, soft skills, and how confident you are and how you are presenting yourself in front of them. So because your technical part is already checked in the aptitude, right? So interview will be the last and the most deciding part. So it's very important to practice. So yes, for that I was I had a very good friends group, and we are conducting this one-on-one interview. Like we pick the random topics from the net, and we'll start the interview, and we'll start a group discussion on the just random topic, and it was very from that I was bit comfortable, like. And it was very easy for me then to you know, to express myself in front of the interviewers and this manner.
Okay,
So that's
now
how I think.
now that from the story part that you told regarding the GD, so can you elaborate what was your during your interview phase, what was your GD topic?
Okay, so my interview in GD was like 3 years ago, and at the time, this like demonetization, then GDP growth, then India versus China, then this BRICS association were like hot topics of the time. So, and I got the topic, yeah, I got this topic like, what was the title? I forgot actually, but it was like how India has changed after the Modi government, after 2014, when Narendra Modi became PM of India. What changes he has made for India, how this GDP has been rise from bottom to top, what changes they have done, how the Indian economy have changed, etc. So yeah, it was my topic was that, and if you if you go to this, you can search online also, like all the GD topics, and you'll get a lot of information. Like there was no particular of that topic. It's not compulsory that you will get the same topic only, but if you have studied and if you had gone through these topics, no, you'll get one or one point from all of this, and you can connect this, and obviously you can present it well.
Okay, so
Yes.
basically the topics are related to the current situations
Current affairs.
only, or
Yes.
the whatever the scenarios that are developing
Yes.
right now around the world. It can be related to the
Yes.
technology development,
Yes. Yes.
impact of
Yes.
the
Yes. Yes.
latest development on our environment. It can be related to the COVID as well,
Yes.
because we have experienced this in the past years, right? uh, it can be
GDP.
related
Yes. Yes.
to
Definitely.
the what you can say,
Yes.
the digital currency that is developing around. So basically current situation topics, or what you can say, topics which are
Okay.
related to our civil engineering field, it can be there, right? Work
Okay.
from home also, pros and cons, right? So yeah, I guess this will be the topics you students
Okay.
can also refer,
Okay.
so it will helpful to you. One more thing I want to add over here is that the
Yeah.
students are facing difficulties regarding the communication part. They are not able to
Yes.
communicate
We had. Yeah.
in the
Yes.
particularly in the GD part.
Yes.
So what you would suggest to the students for that?
Okay, so for this thing, I would like to say that it's a greatest myth of everyone. That's people, students who have learned, who had this English medium, who have studied in English, then only, they only can speak very good English. It's just a myth, and it's not at all correct. See, I was also in Gujarat, and I have did my study till 12th in Gujarati medium only, Gujarati language only. So it was also difficult for me for first year, but later on it was there was no like it's similar only. The people who are coming from CBSE and ISC, and people who are coming from state board, they were all similar. And the best part is you should be confident. And if you have studied and you have attended some interviews or videos that you have listened this videos online, that you can present it very well. So first of all, remove this thought from your mind that only English medium students can present well. I would suggest to all of the students. And uh, yeah, that's it. You can self practice. You can practice in front of mirror itself. It will also help. It's been proved that self talk in front of the mirror makes you more confident. Right. So it's it's correct actually. I have also practiced it. And you can obviously practice in front of your friends and colleagues, etc.
Now I would like to request you to
Yes.
take us through the details and the execution part of the project. What are the
Hmm.
parameters? What is the purpose of this particular project? How it is executed on site?
Yeah.
And what are the difficulty and challenges that you are facing in the execution
Hmm.
part and the job role that you are performing over here? You can share your presentation and share the details with us.
Okay, that's interesting. So I'll tell you my part. After I got the placement in LNT, after 6 to 7 months, I got my offer letter, and suddenly I saw that I have been posted at RBNL package 2 at the state of Uttarakhand. So it was so surprising for me. I have never been thought or imagined that I'll get this location. I thought, okay, I'll get in the Gujarat or nearby, like in at least as far as Maharashtra kind of thing. But yeah, so here I want to share you one thing that I was the first woman employee to this project site, that is admin package 2. There have never been any female employee who have been working in at this project site, and also we are in the first batch of women in the Heidelberg Tunnel Business Unit of LNG Construction. So it was tough and challenging and very new for me as well as my colleagues also. But trust me, they have never treated me like employee or uh, like intern or trainee. They have from the day one only. They have given me the same responsibility like any other employee, and from the day one only, I have been doing this. I have been allocated in the building and planning department of this project. So my mentors also taught me very well. I was in continuous touch with my project manager as well as my planning manager. They taught me and guide me as well, and helped me very well to get in this field. As I have done my post graduation in the field of construction management, and I have been from ITMA, so they have posted me in the building and planning department only. But at the same time, yeah, I have visited site regularly because to get some practical knowledge without seeing or being on the site, you can't imagine by just sitting on the office you can't imagine will be the shape of and what would be the diameter of the tunnel and what are all the supports that's been executing on the site. So regular site visits also I have conducted. It's been similar important. And from day one only, yeah, I was in the client billing department only.
Now I would like to request you to take us through the details and the execution part of the project. What are the parameters? What is the purpose of this particular project? How it is executed on site? And what are the difficulty and challenges that you are facing in the execution part and the job role that you are performing over here? You can share your presentation and share the details with us.
Okay, so I have prepared one small PPT like to so that you can get some idea, proper idea about the project. Wait, I'll share my screen. Yes. Is it visible, sir? Can you please confirm? Okay. Yeah, I have made this. I started to start, so is it visible, sir? Ah, great, great. So yeah, students, let's begin with the presentation. It's a discussion on Rishikesh Karanprayag railway line. So I'll start with some basic silent features of this project. So the purpose of this project is to facilitate the easy access to Char Dham shrines of Yamunotri, Gangotri, Badrinath and Kedarnath. This is Char Dham in the state of Uttarakhand. It will help pilgrims to reach there, and it will also connect the new trade center, and it will develop the backward area of Uttarakhand state, and it will serve the population living in the area, and it will also create, it's been said that it will create a job for 2,000 plus people of local people, I would say, of Uttarakhand state, and it will reduce the travel time from Rishikesh to Karanprayag from 7 hours to just 2 hours. Because see, there is no connectivity from Rishikesh to Karanprayag other than road transportation. There is no air mode of transportation or water or anything. You can, there is no railway line earlier also from Rishikesh. Rishikesh is the last point till now of this railway network, India's railway network. So, and this area is we are facing lot of landslides and flood over here. So people, lot of people and tourists who are visiting this Chardam are facing lot of issues, and journey got interrupted by this natural calamities, I would say. So the safest to facilitate this transportation and to facilitate and to increase the tourism of India, it's the dream project of Narendra Modi actually. So the Indian government has made this an initiative and allotted a lot of budget to this project. And yeah, this entire length of this line falls in the Garhwal Himalayan range of Uttarakhand. Yeah. So the interesting part is that out of this total 125 kilometers, that is from Rishikesh to Karnapur, 105.47 kilometers. It's actually exactly 84%. More than 84% of the total stretch will be underground, through totally entirely through tunnel only. And out of this 105 kilometers, 55 kilometers of tunnel is already excavated by many of the companies, 10 contracting companies actually, who are working right now. There's one tunnel of 15.1 kilometer, that is India's longest state tunnel in the country. And it will be constructed from Devprayag to Lachmoli. Then total allocated cost for this project is 16,221 crores, and the completion date is expected completion date, I would say, it's in 2025. Client is Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, that is RPNL, and there are so many contractors and major like Amity, that's C, Hindustan Construction Company, NEC, Mega, that is MEL, Maximum, etc. So, yeah, see the project layout. It's located in the northern part of the Uttarakhand state, starting from Rishikesh, going to Srinagar, and then the last point is Karnataka. We'll go through the, yeah, this is the exact layout. You can see it clearly. So the there are major fire stations starting from Rishikesh to Devprayag, then Srinagar, then Rudraprayag, and last one is Karanprayag. So if you see the distance through by road from Rishikesh to Karanprayag is 172 kilometers. Well, by constructing this tunnel, you can, it will be, the distance will be reduced to from 172 to 125 kilometers. And travel time also will be reduced from 7 hours to just 2 hours. Yeah. So this entire project, see, it's very huge project, and if only one company is not able to do this project, and it's very time-bound project, and government wants to complete this project in in just a very small amount of duration. So this package, this entire project has been divided into 10 packages, and there are 10 construction companies, there are 10 civil contractors who are working on the different stretch of this entire length. And if you can see some package, tunnel package 1 to tunnel package 9, there are two packages, package 7, A and B. So in total, we are having 10 packages. These are the design consultant or engineer or project management consultant, there is PMC, we will say. Most of them are joint venture of Indian company and some Turkish organization like ICT or US Persian, etc. And civil contractor, if you see, there's Max JV, then L&T is constructing, there are two packages, that is package 2 and package 4 are under L&T. Now Yoga is also considering taking up the package 3 and package 5. And last one, yeah, package 9, that is the end part of this project, this in the Prayak side. It's being constructed by Hindustan Construction Company, that is HCC, and the build contractor, that is DPL, joint venture of these two companies. Right. Yeah. So this is a new Australian tunneling method, this NATM. Like we are having, we can tunneling basically do, there are two types of tunneling, like TBM, that is conventional part, that we are excavating the tunnel by using just tunnel boring machine. Another one is new Australian tunneling method. It's very new to India, and it's currently being adopted in the 3 to 4 tunneling projects in India, I guess. Yeah. So what happens is the question would arise, like why we are not using TBM and why we are going with this new annotating technology. So in the Himalayan region, here the rock class is very high. If you use TBM, tunnel boring machine of this huge diameter, like cost of this TBM is very high, right? We are importing this equipment. We are getting this from Germany and entirely from abroad only. So it's very costly, and there are chances that this equipment, this machine or some part of this machine will stuck in the hard rock. So based on the rock, we have decided to go for this NATM, that is new Australian tunneling method. Yeah. So it's also known as sequential excavation method, and it's modern method of tunnel design and construction and monitoring to optimize various wall reinforcement techniques based on the type of rock encountered, as I said. Now, if you see the work methodology, we'll start with survey. First thing you have to do with is survey. The survey team will come to the site and will mark the profile by using the latest survey equipments, and we'll set the alignment, and based on that, we'll decide the drilling pattern of like where we have to drill and how will on which points we'll actually drill and excavate the tunnel. We are using here automatic as well as semi-automatic drilling numbers for excavating the tunnel. Then the next part is loading the explosive through this drill holes. We are using the explosive materials for this loading purpose, and then the entire tunnel will be evacuated, and it will blast will be taken inside the tunnel through this explosives, and then this fume gases and little particles of soil or rock, those are in the air, will be evacuated through this ventilation shaft, and then the excavated material, that is we'll say muck, will be dislodged through the dumpers outside the tunnel. Then this profile will be exactly scaled, like the small part, if we have the like overbreak or undercuts, etc., will be removed during the scale to make the perfect or the profile more accurate. And then comes at the last, we'll apply some supporting parts like that is girder or some top coats, some shortcutting work to be done after that only. So this was the about the annotating technology. Then yeah. So so let's go for work methodology part. So what is that? There are two parallel tunnels, that is escape tunnel and main tunnel, that is running from Rishikesh to Karanprayag. The main tunnel is for the broad gauge railway line, and the escape tunnel is for specifically for emergency purpose or for some defense purpose, like that. So the diameter of this main tunnel is very large, and we can't excavate this in entire full face. Like there is a possibility of falling falling the soil strata and collapsing of the soil strata due to the geological fractures that they have, because there will be lot of load pressure will be coming on the top crown of this tunnel due to because this huge mountain above that, right? So we are doing the excavation stage wise. Like the first one is the top heading portion, this the top first, and the bottom one is called benching. So we are doing in many of the scope, we are doing this in two stages. Then if we are having two line or three line, some portion where the station is being constructed, there will be three parallel line of the railway tunnel. So there the diameter will be also bit more than this main tunnel, right? So there we are excavating the tunnel in 4 or 7 stages. So what happens is we'll excavate the portion of the stage one that is highlighted in the blue color. We'll excavate those entire stretch of the stage one first, and will provide the support like shortcut and drop poles and like girder simultaneously. Then we'll go for stage two. Then we'll go for stage three and stage four. So we are taking this, we are designing, excavating in stage wise, like. So last one is a 7 stage tunnel where we have 3 line or 2 line, and where the class is very poor like C3 or C4 or C5, and if we are facing water ingress issues, like, then we can go for 7 stage tunneling. So the next part is your challenges that we're facing. So as I said earlier, it's a very earthquake prone zone. It's falling in zone 4, I guess. So it's very prone to earthquake and natural calamities also. And geology is also very drastic. There is a drastic change from rock class from like distance to distance. There from like if we are facing V2, then suddenly we are facing V3 rock class. So we had to just change the support system immediately based on the rock class. So it's very difficult to do this work in this geological condition. Then also in some location we are facing very high water increase. Like we are excavating and drilling some portion of part of the tunnel, and we are facing a lot of water increase, like 4,000 liters of water per second. So it was very difficult for laborers as well to stand there and work there, right? So we have to continuously operate the dewatering pumps, 2 to 3 dewatering pumps at a time, and with very high capacity to make the laborers so that road laborers and engineers and supervisors can work there safely, right? So yeah, these are the challenges that we are facing. Yeah, if you can see some photographs, there's a photograph of escape tunnel that we have. In the top, you can see the ventilation sound, that yellow one. It's for evacuating the fuming gas and small particles of the soil outside the tunnel, because there will be no ventilation inside the tunnel, right? So you can see the short pit work outside along the outline of the tunnel, and there are rock walls installed at some specific interval distance, right? Then here is the side photo of main tunnel. You see this equipment was that I was talking about, the sandwich and Apiro. This automatic, and there's two category, automatic and semi-automatic drill jumbo. So if, you can see that they are drilling the holes on the face, and for drilling purpose we are using this drilling machine of sandwich and Apiro. Then they'll inject the explosive material to the same holes, and then blast will be taken, and the entire rock mass will be divided and will be like fall in this smaller rocks, and then this muck or excavated strata will be transported to outside the tunnel. Right? So here are some photos of stage-wise construction that I was talking. See, in the previous diagram, you can see in the stage 4 stages, you can just see the stage 3 portion, right? That's the right top one, stage 3, right? So yes, so this is our stage 3. On the left side diagram, you can see the actual photo of the stage 3, and then we'll excavate up below that stage 4, and left side will be stage 1, and bottom part will be stage 2. On the right side also you can see like it's 7-stage tunnel, and if you can see stage 1, 2, 3 and 4 are completed. Stage 5 is under progress, and 6 and 7 are still pending, right? So these are some photographs so that you can visualize this project that I was talking. Yeah. So that's it from my side. Yeah. If you have yes, yes. Yeah.
So I hope this particular presentation will definitely help everyone to understand how challenging the project it is, right? So from this particular presentation, I hope everyone gets some idea about the project and the challenges engineers are facing at this particular tunnel project. Now, Kunjal, one more thing I want to ask from my side,
Okay.
that as you have shown the situations at the tunnel, that how the excavation and other procedures are carried out. One thing I concern about the workers or the engineers that who are working in such a hazardous situation. Do you feel the atmospheric condition? I would like to ask a question regarding the health aspects. So what are the precautions you all of you are taking at this particular locations while working or visiting the site during the execution part, and what are the safety precautions taken by the company as well to take care about the everyone's health? Don't you feel the breathing issues over there, because it's such a congested locations where people have to walk over there? So what are the precautions you all so what are the precautions people are taking over there?
Yeah. So for the comfortable, to make the working environment comfortable and more safer, this we are providing this ventilation shaft that I have been shown. You can see here also this yellow portion, yellow shaft. So some the yeah the air pump will be outside the tunnel, and it will continuously through suction, it will suck the particles and small like fuming gas, etc. It will suck and suck this particular particles outside the tunnel through this ventilation shaft, and it will make the air more clearer. And at the time of blasting, I would like to say that at the time of blasting, total entire tunnel will be evacuated. All the laborers, all the equipments will be sent outside the tunnel. And then only they'll take a blast. And after like 10-15 minutes, when there's it gets settled, when the dogs and extracted data strata gets settled, the labels will be allowed. Then only labels will be allowed to go inside. So yeah, we are taking these measures, and continuously we are testing like the air quality test and water sampling test, and also noise level test. These three for environment measure, we are conducting this three tests for regular period, like every 15 days. For each and every phase, this three tests will be conducted, and based on the parameters, they'll take the measurements for them.
So here we are at the end of the session, and I would like to thank Kunjal Patel for providing her precious time from the busy schedule, and it will definitely help student to
Yeah.
understand the role of a particular engineer for such kind of projects. We are coming with more such sessions
Thanks so
where
much.
we will bring different categories of field experts, and we will make you aware about their job roles and the project challenges they are facing. So stay tuned with us. Stay connected. Don't just learn software, learn concepts. Thank you.